to the audio show.
So I think I'm taking a hardline stance about the podcast, and I'm saying again, and I'm gonna be saying it very, very clear, so that way, when we start, adjudicating and arguing about this, you know where my stance is. As far as I'm concerned, Amber does not need this past podcast and should not be on the podcast. If it is that she wants to promote things, she can do that through the podcast without having to be an active part of this podcast, because I don't believe it's gonna be done in good faith, and I don't think she needs it. But let's go.
If anybody has something that they haven't said to the other person, to say it now. So I want to make sure we're on a good note when it comes to business. So let's just be real. That's what our podcast is about, living in our truth. So let's all be honest here. If there's just something you haven't talked about.
What's there?
I'm good.
Oh, I'm good.
Really?
So, do you have something to say?
I don't have anything to say, but I thought the last time y'all saw each other, you kicked her out your house.
So Shayla has put Amber in another precarious situation, right? It's what I'm showing you again, She's put Amber into a situation where now basically it's hostile. For what reason, I don't know, because really and truly, Tamara and Amber has already spoken about this entire Wayne and hosting and whatever it is that they had going on. And to my knowledge, all of this was all worked out. But as far as Shayla is concerned, she needs to create the bad blood, because this is how Shayla rules. Just like Anthony, Shayla rules from dividing. That's how she conquers. And that's exactly why I've said before that if Amber is going to give me the whole Anthony is bad standing on business, which I can take, it also must apply to Shayla, because if it doesn't, then at the end of the day, I'm going to have to just throw that out, and I can't rock with that at all. Let me just say that.
Shayla, now you being messy.
Am I? Am I being messy, or am I being real? Because I want to go into business on a good note.
We talked.
We did.
And
Y'all talked about it.
we're good, right?
Yeah, we're definitely good. I mean, we
if it's something that you want to say, please, by all means.
I will say I was a little bit confused when Shayla added you to the podcast without even telling me anything, considering the fact that because, when I left your house, you were upset with me for being friends with her, and then all of a sudden you guys were friends, and now you're on the podcast. It was a little bit confusing, but...
All right. Let me ask y'all this, the honeypot people them. When did honeypot become so much of like an up for Amber? When did that happen? When did Amber become so much of an up for honeypot? Where did that come from? And look at how Shayla right here so is even after them talking, they've already spoken. And the honeypot girl is still in a whole different, even after they have spoken. I think it was at like that little night or whatever it is that honeypot and Amber, I remember them now speaking in that little pink room. They had a conversation. So where's all this hostility coming from the honeypot girl? I told y'all, this girl is not real and she's extremely fake. She will keep things up and she will have things going on. And when she started this thing with the Anthony thing, I said, how did she get so deep into it?
Yeah.
Okay, so is it that you don't want me on the podcast?
I didn't say that at all. I mean,
clearly Shayla felt like there was an issue. So if there's an issue,
No, I don't think there's an issue. I just want to make sure that I didn't realize that you guys had a conversation.
it's not that I didn't want you on the podcast, Amber. It's just, it was confusing. And all of a sudden, and it's a lot of people, a lot of voices and all that stuff. But now that you're a part of the podcast, I think that it'd be very exciting, very fun.
Well, good. I just hope that this wasn't like Shayla trying to be messy.
I mean, I'm not trying to be
Shayla,
messy.
do you have an issue with me?
I'm the one that invited you on, Amber.
I know, but you also invited me to this meeting. I'm
Sure. You are a part of the podcast, and you have to be.
Nobody knows why they're there. Shayla has brought them into an environment where it's now hostile, it's all over the place, and it's going worse than anything else. And they don't know why they're there. But of course, the honeypot girl is throwing shots and looking like, she confused and giving the whole thing like she nice, but all that nice because we kind of know her. I know her, but other people try to see exactly them can defend her. Let's just put it that way.
I am just at the point in my life where I am letting bygones be bygones.
I love
And
that.
walking in my freedom and my truth. And the truth is, Tamara, yes, I felt some kind of way about you being friends with Shayla when we were friends first. At least I thought. But none of that matters anymore. The truth is, I dated Wayne. Wayne was great. I don't know if he's great to you, but he was great to me.
He is great to me. You know, loves me out loud, and we are very happy. And so, you know, we'll let the past be in the past. And I think that will.
I mean, well, he bought me a car, but that you know,
The
it didn't
community
last.
car. I think P already has that car. No, I'm just bringing it up. Honestly.
You see what's going on again? And in any given moment, she will jump on Amber. I hope y'all are just watching this to see exactly what I'm saying. Look here, and look here. Look here and listen to me again. If Amber decides to do this and says she's going to be friends with Shayla and tell me that you're going to throw Anthony out, I hope you understand that I have no empathy at all for her at all at that point in time. And I don't believe in her, and I'm not in support of her at all, because you're giving me the same thing, but you're giving me it in two different parts. And like I've said before, the one thing Amber cannot allow herself to do is to become the same thing that she's talking about. Remember, she's saying Anthony is indecisive. Him don't stand up. Him don't get certain things done. Him don't get whatever it is. She's making these claims. But to be friends with Shayla when she can do just about the same thing, the only difference is that you all don't sleep in the same bed and y'all don't, you know what I mean, get it on. That's the only difference. That is the only difference. The mere fact that Shayla is able to do the same thing to you shows me that you're confused about where your beliefs actually lie. And that is questionable. That is questionable.
I want everything to
My
be said at
point
the
is
table.
just don't get your hopes up. That's all I'm saying. Don't get
Amber, why you say that? That's her
what?
boyfriend.
Because relationships, marriages, they don't always work out. That's all I'm saying.
I respect that. I respect that wisdom. You know,
And he really wasn't
I'll think
that
about
great.
that
I
on my
don't
way
even-
home in the G-Wagon. You know, so.
Well, luckily I can buy my own, but yeah, he wasn't that great.
Wait.
So it's pure shade. It has become an entire mess, basically. This is what you guys want Amber to get into. This is what you guys think that's gonna work for Amber at all. Remember, I was asking y'all about the podcast. Yeah, man, she should go because she can manage them. And can she? Can she? It's a bunch of messy women that she has nothing in common with. These women, okay. If Amber is trying to tell me, and y'all are trying to sell Amber as this great personnel, right? Let me step out now and be the observer. And you're trying to sell Amber as this nice person that, knows how to carry herself and knows how to get things in line. If she's above the level of these, then there's no way she can be in the same circle with these people. They're not on her level. They're on a different tier. And you must understand the tier that you're on. It's like I said before, the reason why Iman cannot marry Shayla is because he had Tiana Taylor. That's it. Even though that rhyme, don't worry about that. That rhyme just a while ago. That rhyme just a while ago. That's just rhyme. That's a while ago. It rhyme. He cannot marry Shayla because he had a Tiana Taylor. But think about it. Tiana is a superstar. It would be a step down to marry anything below Tiana Taylor. Him can have a bunch of girlfriends unless him going to get somebody as nice as she is. But Shayla is a step way below that. And that's what I'm saying for Amber. So if she's going to do the same stepping down, then might as well you just keep Anthony in the first place. Because you're around the same type of snake behavior, whether it is male or female. I hope y'all are following my logic and my argument.
This is getting out of line now, ladies. Seriously. So if we all don't have a problem, we're all cool. Let's just put it all behind us and be about this business.
Oh yeah.
Be about the podcast. And
You know what?
that's good.
I got to get back to my business, so I'm gonna get this to go, and I'm gonna leave you ladies. It was a great talk.
You need to leave. Exactly. You need to leave. It is hostile. These girls are single girls who you have nothing in common with. You've now been married, whether you want to call it a failed marriage, whatever type of marriage, but you're a married woman. So you operate on different principles. These are single girls, jiffing men for money. You are a married woman who is looking to secure your business and get things in order, not to be messy and working on what you should be working on. You and these girls have nothing in common. I hope I've made my point clearly. This was why Onil was saying the podcast was a bad idea. it doesn't sell the Amber very, very well. What she would be thinking she'd be trying to get, she's not going to get that. She'd associate herself with a bunch of 3 or 4s. Why would anyone want to believe you with a bunch of 3 or 4s? No one is going to give you that empathy that you're looking for. And that was the point that I was trying to make. But don't worry, give me your take. Do you still believe she should be a part of the podcast? In fact, you know what? Again, should she still be friends with Shayla? Don't worry. Give me a take, like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to talk to y'all soon.